Elijah and Kiante, that was kind of a grind. You had the big lead, but you kind of had to grind it out. What's that tell you about this team on a day when you didn't shoot so well, you had a bunch of turnovers, but you found a way to keep marching on?
Yes, sir. I just think that this team right here, we never give up. You know, we just keep fighting. Every day in practice, it's a dog fight. You know, so when we come out here and it's a dog fight, it's nothing different. You know, it's just like we're going against each other. Just every day in practice, we battle, and we fight, and that's what's going to get us across this hump that we want to get across.
Kiante, you had to watch too much of that first half. I'm sure you didn't enjoy that. How fired up were you to get out there in the second half and see what you could do to help your team?
I was down at first, then I got myself to get excited to come out and help my team win. I knew when I got out here I was going to have to make something count because I was already in foul trouble from 2 minutes into the first quarter, had 3 fouls, so just glad my boys picked it up and got the win.
And Elijah, what spark did he give you? I mean, there's one of the best players in the state. How big a spark was that for him to come in?
Man, this boy Tay right here, he's something special, man. When I seen him get that last foul, I'm like, we're going to have to play without him, you know, but that's huge, you know, he's a big part of our team, you know, when he's out there, he just gives us that spark, just like right there at the end, you know, that dunk, if we would have had that in the first quarter, it would have been a whole different story, you know, he sets the tone for our team, our defense, and our offense.
You guys were bigger than them, obviously, you had a lot of size.
Yes, sir.
Those first 3 quarters, you took advantage of that. Kiante, how important was that to make sure you took advantage of being taller, rangier?
My game has been based on the perimeter since freshman year, and this year, me and my coach, we just talked about it. He wants me to focus on scoring my easy buckets first in the paint and just taking advantage of what God gave me, and then just bringing it all out.
And then Elijah, you filled in the gap pretty well. I think you had 18 or 19 rebounds, a lot of those in the first half. When you've got that size advantage, how important is it to make sure they don't get a second shot?
Man, it's huge because when we're gifted with this size against a team like that, like, don't get me, they're an excellent team, they're great, but we got to make everything count, especially this far into the playoffs. You got to make everything count, all the rebounds, all the second chances. We have to get second chances. It's just we have to take advantage of our size, and I feel like that's what we did tonight.
Y'all are probably going to get tired of talking about this the longer you go, but when they made that little run, you start thinking back to last year like this isn't going to happen again?
Of course, that's the main goal. Get past what we did last year, go further than we did in previous years, get the state run. That's what we're going for.
Elijah, you like the fact that they pushed you there in the fourth quarter and made you guys kind of put an exclamation point on it?
Yeah, I love that, sir, because like when we get farther into the playoffs, that's what teams are going to do. You know, teams are going to press us. Teams are going to, you know, play hard. And to me, when you playing hard, it makes you play better. It makes you play harder. You know, it gets the juices of the game going. It gets the crowd going. It gets everybody going. And that, to me, that's the way the basketball game should be.